Hey there, it's Chris here, Mindful Art with Chris. I wanted to share something that I've been doing for several years now. Actually, I think it's been 5 years, 5 or 6, since I stopped drinking alcohol. This is one thing that I've used to really slow down my brain, slow down my mind so that I can stay alcohol free. So I've got this set of markers here. I'll show you these in a few minutes. But I've got a compass here, and I'm sure most of you know what a compass is. It's got the two arms on it, the point to stay stuck, stay poked into the paper. Pencil, you can, we used them in elementary, junior high, and high school. This is one of my favorite tools, you guys. I love these. And then so a compass is a math drawing tool, and it allows the user to draw precise geometric shapes. So I actually enjoy drawing a mandala versus coloring one. So this is an example of one that I've drawn, and you can see all the different shapes. That's another one. And then I also just use it to make circles when I'm doodling and I need that power of words to help shift my mindset. Back in the day, I had low self-worth. I worked on that for, gosh, I think I'm at 19 years. Now, it didn't take me that long to gain self-worth, but I've worked on myself a lot all those years to gain self-confidence, self-esteem, worthiness, and just continue working on myself. I don't think we ever get there all the way, right? And then here's another one with circles. So just to believe in ourselves. And then these are the different things I do that have helped me heal some of my illnesses, some of the illnesses that I had. And no sugar, no alcohol. I've been working on that for quite a while. So there's those examples. So now I just want to quickly draw one and show you how easy and fun this is. So I'm going to draw a small circle to start with, and I rotate my paper instead of rotating the compass. And I was just going to say, and you guys, I'm not an expert. And look, my thing already went crooked, and I have no eraser with me, but that's okay. Okay, we're going to start over. Okay, let's try this again. Let's see if it'll come out even. Okay, you guys, I don't know, but you get the gist of it. Let me go slower. Okay, I hate wasting paper, so I'm gonna have to recycle that and use it in my collage stuff for my art journaling. Okay, so here we go. Go slow, Chris. So that and meets. Yes, you guys, I was going too fast. Hope you can see that. Okay, so there's my first circle. I'm going to downsize my compass. I'm going to stick it back in that same hole. You'll have a hole there so you can see it. Doesn't go all the way through, so you're good. And go slow, Chris, so your lines meet. You'll have a nice, precise circle. Perfect. Okay, and then I'm going to make this bigger, and we're going to do a larger circle. And when you just sit here and focus on this and don't think about all the shit going on in your life, if you do have crap going on, it's like a meditative experience. Okay, I'm going to do a bigger circle, stick my point back in that hole, and I want a little bit bigger gap there. Now, after I get my designs on this and I trace it with Sharpie because it's a permanent marker, I go back and erase my circle line. I'm just going to do this small one right now. So let me get this stuff out. I'm just going to use a marker. I sometimes do, let me see. So this one, excuse me, had more intricate details, and I did use a pencil first, and then I went back and erased my pencil lines. You can just see all the intricate little things. It depends on where my mind's at and just how relaxed I want to be. Right now, to show you guys, I'm going to just use marker, and hopefully it'll all work out good. Okay, so I like these Master Touch markers. They're not a Sharpie, but they're a really good marker. They've got the medium tip and the fine tip, and you can purchase these at Hobby Lobby. They're $8, but Hobby Lobby always has 40% off sales. So $4, well, 5 or 6, no, probably, I don't know, 4 or 5, is worth a pack of markers. Okay, and I use black to outline mine, but you can use whatever you want. So let's see. I'm going to just create this circle in the middle. Actually, I'm going to use a fine tip. I don't want to use that thick one. And I'm going to go around and make some flower petals. And to make it even, I'll go across from each other to start with. And if you've saw in some of my other videos, I work on not being a perfectionist. I struggled with that my entire life. And now, you know, except for these crooked ones I was doing in the beginning, you know, I try to deal with that and just be okay with that. So here, we're just going to keep making petals. And I shake a lot. Sometimes it's because of my blood sugars, but it's okay. That turned out pretty dang good, if I do say so myself. Okay, now I'm going to go from this point to this point, and I'm going to make this little arc. Whoops, look, I went crooked, but it's okay. It's okay, Chris. It's okay, viewers. And you can rotate your paper. I'm just going to leave my paper where it is right here. All right. Again, you can use different colors. You don't have to use black. I just like to start with black. It's a neutral color. And I don't know, I just think it makes it nice. Okay, let's see here. So then next I'm going to make these arches. Oh, perfect. We can fit 2 in between each petal. Oh, look, it looks like a heart. That's funny. If you follow me on Facebook, I call hearts God nudges. I see heart clouds, heart rocks. I can walk the same path to my back shop for my business. And no kidding, every day I saw those rocks for 12 years now. And every time I walk back there, I see a different heart rock. And you just need to be aware and notice that, and you'll see them everywhere. Okay, let's see. I'm going to do a circle in between each of these petals. Oh, dang. It's a little wonky. It's okay. Let's see. Did I do that in the wrong spot? Yikes. It's easy to get confused if you don't watch. Did I get confused and do them? No, I did it right. Holy cow. Okay, now let me look at and it's okay to look at other mandalas or other doodling that you see to kind of get an idea of what you want to do next. I mean, there's so many different doodles you can do. Okay, for the sake of speed, I'm just going to do this kind of like an Aztec triangle design. And we're going to go around here, buzz around. And it's really fun too to color this with crayons or colored pencils. Markers, sometimes leave the streaks and the lines. So it's fun to do your line work with a nice marker, and then you can go back and color with colored pencils, crayons, oil pastels, watercolors. Watercolors are fun. Now on this type of paper, I'm just using computer paper, the thin stuff. I love to draw on this. It's smooth, it's easy to work with. I don't use watercolor paper. You wouldn't want to use watercolors on this type of thin paper. It would warp it too bad. I've tried it and it's just not a very good experience, but you do what you want. Okay. They almost come out even on this. These were a little bit smaller, those two, but it's okay. You don't even notice. So now look how cool that looks. Now you can go through and add, for instance, you can add a dot in between each of these heart petals. Well, look, see how I messed it up? I did it in between the hearts too. That's okay. I'm just going to keep going around and fill it. Okay, got it filled in. And then let's see, what else could we do? I don't know. There's so many things you can do to make it all symmetric and look amazing. I'm going to do this. I'm going to go through and make a smaller petal. Okay, and I just want to do this quick short video. I don't have any notes ready for you to tell you about the process of mandalas and what it can do, how it can help, and the purpose of mandalas. And I don't have it all memorized, but you can Google it and get the idea. But I just wanted you to see how fun it is to take a pencil, a compass, and some smooth writing markers and do this. And then let's just try one of these markers, not the Sharpie one. One sec. So here's that's the fine tip. Let's get the thick. So the thick tip, let's just try this, the ones from Hobby Lobby. Oh, there you go. That gives you an idea of how they color and the thin and the thick of them. You could do a little swirl in these circles. I love doing these swirls in the middle of my flowers when I draw flowers or botanicals. Okay, there you go. There's an example of a hand-drawn mandala and how easy it can be. So thanks for joining me. Hit subscribe and like. I'd love for you to join me.